Hello, my name is Lindsay Welch from the Sport Department, and this short video is going to show you how to access the Learner or Student ILP. On the new Learn zone, towards the top left, there's now a button or tab called My ILP. Students will then click on this and see their own personal area. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use a fake student that we've been working with. So, click on the student. And you see a page very similar to the Tutor ILP. Currently at the moment, these are the options that are assigned for a standard user where the majority will be FE students. So the Learner ILP section here has very slightly different menu headings to what the HE version will look like. I'm just going to change it to the HE version now so you can just see firstly how similar they are, but what some of the differences are. So my SMART targets, for example, is what it's been named on the Learner ILP. If I just change this to 1011 for trialling purposes, the terminology has been changed to developmental targets. I'm just going to use this version to show you some of the features of the student ILP, and it's useful if you understand these so you can help students with any queries. So as part of the student ILP, they will see their details, their address, their date of birth, etc. And obviously, as with all of these sections, we are going to have to encourage students to check this carefully to ensure that it is correct. They get to see their mark book, so if you are tracking grades, we can have this visible so students can see their grades using the new ILP. They will get to see their enrolments, so make sure they're on the right course. They will get to see their timetable electronically, which is a new feature that we've never had before. Their timetable will be based on their registers, so if they are doing any extra classes that's outside the generic course timetable, these will filter through on this area, so this timetable should be personalised for each of the students. They will also get to see their attendance, so this is something we've always seen as tutors, but we've never really been able to share this effectively with students, so they can see their attendance, and as they've got more and more registers, this page will expand. Any exams that they've been entered on will pull through, and any achievements or quals on entry will also pull through from enrolment. All these sections above though are not editable by students, okay? They're just data that's going to pull from somewhere else. The individual learning plan section, or the student ILP, is where the students can actually edit some of the boxes and take a little bit more control over their recording and reviewing of progress. So both the FE and HE have an overview or a welcome, so a bit of an introduction to the ILP, what we're expecting it can be used for, how it could benefit them in the future. There'll be a section where we can record any consent or permission that's been given, so these items here might change as time goes on, but the view of this section is to say track whether they've done their CRB check or whether they've read their course handbook, so we can have a record that students can see of how far along they are in those processes. They get the option to set themselves a number of targets, which again they can set on their own, or they can also set them in one-to-ones or group tutorials. So there's the option for module or unit targets, course targets, or further developmental or SMART targets. They've got the option to highlight any potential barriers. Obviously, if they need to disclose anything formally, they can on their enrolment form, but this is just another area where we're going to get them to think about barriers that might occur to their learning, so they can think about what they can then do about it. So throughout induction, they go through many like meetings and trainings on what services we have available, so we're going to try and encourage them to reflect on that. There's a section for useful documents, a section where they can put in their additional quals and training, which is quite nice that they can add to that. We're also going to get them to put in their intended destination after the course. And the other section will be a survey section, which will change over the years, and over the terms, depending on how often we want to change it. But any time we need to capture information from students, we can be using this option. You should note that under here, the student support and comment section isn't available to the students as yet, but you can see that on the Tutor ILP. So hopefully that is a quick overview for you on the student ILP.